These 41 car gadgets will genuinely change the way you drive. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start with the one that might save you the most money. You know that check engine light that comes on and immediately ruins your day? Most people's first instinct is to drive straight to a mechanic and spend anywhere from $50 to $100 just for a diagnostic. But here's the thing. For about $30 to $40, you can buy a Bluetooth OBD2 scanner, plug it into the diagnostic port under your dashboard. Every car sold in the US after 1996 has one. Pair it with a free app on your phone and read that exact same fault code yourself in under 60 seconds. Not only does it tell you the code, but good apps like Torque Pro or Car Scanner ELM OBD2 translate it into plain English and tell you whether it's something urgent or something you can deal with next week. You can also track live engine data, coolant temperature, fuel trims, air-fuel ratio in real time. Mechanics have been charging you for this knowledge for years. Now you have it. If your car has wired Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you already know the drill. Plug in, navigate, unplug, forget your cable, panic. A wireless adapter solves that entire problem. You plug a small dongle into your car's USB port, it pairs with your phone via Bluetooth, and then switches to a faster Wi-Fi connection. And from that moment on, every time you get in the car, your phone connects automatically. No cable, no fumbling. Brands like AA Wireless, Motorola MA1, and Carlin Kit are among the most well-reviewed options right now. The Carlin Kit models in particular have gone through several generations of refinement and are genuinely reliable for daily use. If you've been tolerating the cable life, this is a very easy upgrade. Dash cam with parking mode? A dash cam is one of those gadgets that feels optional until the day you actually need it, and then it becomes the most important thing in your car. Modern dash cams record in up to 4K resolution, have wide-angle lenses that capture full lane context, and the good ones have a parking mode that keeps recording even when the engine is off, triggered by motion or impact. So if someone clips your car in the parking lot and drives off, you have it on video. Brands like Viofo, Nextbase, and Garmin consistently top the professional review charts. The Viofo A129 series in particular has been praised for image quality at a reasonable price point. For anyone living in a city, near a busy road, or who parks in shared lots, this is not optional anymore. A flat or underinflated tire is one of the most common roadside problems, and it's one of the easiest to solve if you're prepared. A compact 12-volt portable tire inflator plugs into your car's power outlet, and modern versions from brands like Ryobi, Fantic, and Astro AI can inflate a standard car tire from completely flat to full pressure in about 10 to 15 minutes. Many of them have a preset pressure function. You dial in your target PSI, hit go, and it stops automatically when it reaches that number. That means you're not standing there watching a gauge, wondering if you've gone too far. It runs off your car's battery, it fits in your trunk easily, and it means a flat tire on the highway doesn't have to be a stranded situation. A heads-up display, or HUD, is one of those that genuinely changes your relationship with your dashboard. A heads-up display projects your speed, navigation turn-by-turn directions, and sometimes even incoming call alerts directly onto your windshield or onto a small transparent screen that sits on your dash. The idea is that your eyes never fully leave the road. Fighter jet pilots have had this technology for decades. Now it's a $30 to $60 aftermarket gadget. The better OBD2 connected versions pull live data straight from your car's computer, so the speed reading is accurate, not estimated. For highway driving especially, this is a comfort and safety upgrade that's hard to go back from. 6. Blind spot mirrors. Sounds almost too simple, but these little convex stick-on mirrors genuinely work. You attach them to the outer corners of your side mirrors, and they give you a wide-angle view of the blind spot zones that your standard flat mirrors completely miss. They've been around a while, but the quality of the adhesive and the glass optics on current versions is much better than the early cheap ones. For under $10, you're covering a zone that causes a significant number of lane change accidents every year. If you're in a larger vehicle, an SUV, a truck, a van, these become even more useful. 7. Car seat gap filler. This one sounds trivial, and I promise it's not. The gap between your seat and center console is a black hole. Phones, wallets, cards, food, everything goes in there and disappears. Seat gap fillers are foam or leather-covered inserts that simply fill that space. They're cut to fit snugly between the seat and console, and many of the newer designs include a little storage tray on top, so it actually adds functionality instead of just blocking an annoyance. Once you have one, you'll wonder how you ever drove without it. Phone mount. Okay, phone mounts, you've seen 100 of them, but the magnetic mount is the version worth talking about. You attach a thin metal plate to the back of your phone case, or use a MagSafe compatible version if you're on a newer iPhone, and then the magnet snaps your phone into place one-handed with zero effort. No clamps, no squeeze mechanisms, no fiddling. The magnet is strong enough that the phone doesn't budge on bumpy roads, and releasing it is one smooth motion. For anyone who uses their phone for GPS, which is most people, this is the smoothest mounting experience you're going to get. GPS tracker. Not just for stolen cars, though yes, absolutely for stolen cars. A compact GPS tracker hidden somewhere on your vehicle gives you real-time location data on your phone. But beyond theft recovery, parents use these to keep tabs on teenage drivers, businesses use them for fleet vehicles, and some people simply want a record of where their car has been if something ever happens. Products like the Bouncy GPS tracker and Land Air C54 are popular options with small monthly subscription costs for cellular data. The device itself is small enough to hide inside a wheel well or under a bumper with a magnetic mount. Car air purifier. City driving means you're sitting in slow-moving traffic, breathing in exhaust fumes, particulate matter, and whatever the person in front of you is burning. A compact car air purifier with a HEPA filter sits in your cup holder or mounts to a vent and runs quietly in the background, filtering out dust, pollen, smoke, and fine particulate matter. If you have allergies, this is a serious quality of life upgrade. If you drive in heavy traffic daily, it's a long-term health consideration. The models with both HEPA filtration and an ionizer handle both particles and odors, which means if someone brings takeout into your car, you're not driving around with the smell for 3 days. Number 11, portable jump starter. Jumper cables are great. If there's another car around willing to help, a portable lithium jump starter means you never need to depend on a stranger. These compact battery packs can store enough charge to jumpstart a car engine multiple times on a single charge, and they hold that charge for months in your trunk without needing to be plugged in. Brands like Noco Boost and Tac Life are consistently well reviewed. Most of them also double as a USB power bank for charging your phone, which means they're actually useful even when your battery is fine. This is one of those items that pays for itself the first time you need it. Number 12, wireless charging phone mount. One step above the standard magnetic mount, a wireless charging mount does both jobs at once. It holds your phone in a visible position for navigation and charges it simultaneously via key wireless charging, so you're not watching your battery drain while you're on a long trip using GPS. The better versions have auto grip mechanisms that open and close around your phone automatically when you place it nearby, and some include a small fan to prevent heat buildup during charging, because wireless charging does generate heat, and heat affects battery health over time. This is the clean, cable-free phone solution for daily drivers. Number 13, rear view mirror dash cam. A slightly different take on the dash cam. Instead of a separate device on your windshield, this replaces your existing rear view mirror. It looks like a normal mirror when it's off, but when it's on, the full mirror surface becomes a display showing a wide-angle camera feed from behind your car. This solves a real problem. If you have passengers or cargo in the rear seats, your standard rear view mirror is mostly blocked. With this, the camera bypasses that obstruction entirely. Many models come with a backup camera as part of the kit, so you get full 360-degree coverage front and rear from a single clean installation. Number 14, steering wheel tray. For road trips, delivery drivers, or anyone who eats lunch in their car more than they'd like to admit, a steering wheel tray is one of those things that seems unnecessary until you use it. It's a flat surface that clips onto your steering wheel when the car is parked, giving you a stable platform for food, a laptop, or paperwork. The better designs are made from durable plastic or MDF with a non-slip surface, and they fold flat when not in use. Some even have a cup holder holder built in. Are you going to use this every day? Probably not, but on a long road trip where you're stopping at a rest area and don't want to eat off your lap, it's genuinely useful. Number 15, car refrigerator or mini cooler. These have gotten significantly better and more affordable. A 12-volt thermoelectric or compressor-based mini fridge sits in your back seat or trunk, plugs into your car's power outlet, and keeps drinks and food cold on long drives. The compressor-based versions, like those from Alpicool or Bose Reveille, can get down to actual refrigerator temperatures, not just coolish. For anyone doing road trips, camping, or long-haul driving, this means you're not stopping at gas stations for drinks every 2 hours. It's also worth noting that many of these can switch to heating mode too, so you can keep food warm too. 16. Tire pressure monitoring system. Most cars made after 2008 already have a basic tire pressure warning light built in, but it only tells you when a tire is dangerously low. An aftermarket TPMS gives you real-time pressure and temperature readings for all 4 tires on a small screen on your dash or in a phone app. You can see that one tire is at 30 psi when it should be at 35 before it becomes a problem. Underinflated tires reduce fuel efficiency, wear unevenly, and increase the risk of a blowout. For under $30, you can have live data on something that directly affects your safety and your fuel bill. 17. Sunshade with reflective interior. Park in the sun and come back to a car that's turned into an oven. We've all been there. A good reflective sunshade placed across your windshield can reduce the interior temperature of a parked car by up to 30 degrees Fahrenheit in direct sun. That's not just a comfort issue, it's also a protection issue for your dashboard, which degrades and cracks with prolonged UV exposure. The accordion fold designs deploy in about 5 seconds and fold back up in 10. It's one of the cheapest interventions for one of the most annoying parts of hot climate driving. 18. Seat back organizer. If you have kids, this one is not optional. A seat back organizer hangs from the back of the front seat and gives rear passengers pockets for tablets, water bottles, books, snacks, and whatever else a 7-year-old decides they need for a 30-minute drive. But even without kids, it's useful for organizing jumper cables, emergency kits, or just keeping the back of your car from looking like a storage unit. The good ones are made from durable Oxford fabric with a tablet pocket that positions the screen at a comfortable viewing angle, genuinely transforms the backseat experience. 19. Car trash. An embarrassingly simple idea that makes a noticeable difference. A small, lidded trash can that either hangs from the headrest stem, wedges into a cup holder, or sits on the back of the center console means food wrappers, receipts, and coffee cups have somewhere to go that isn't the floor or the door pocket. It keeps the car cleaner between washes, and the lidded versions prevent smells from escaping. Some of the newer designs use a thin, hanging pouch format that fits completely out of the way while still being accessible. If you spend a lot of time in your car, your future self will thank you. 20. Car vacuum cleaner. Compact cordless car vacuums have become genuinely powerful in the last couple of years. They're sized to fit into tight spaces between seats, under pedals, and in door pockets, and the suction on current models, especially those from Dyson's car range and smaller brands like Black & Decker's Dustbuster, is actually impressive for the size. They either charge via USB or come with a 12-volt car adapter so you can run them while connected to the car's power outlet. For anyone with pets, kids, or a sandy commute, this is a weekly use item rather than a novelty. Number 21. Universal Cup Holder Expander. Modern cars are designed with cup holders that were apparently sized for a cup of coffee from 1987. Try fitting a 30-ounce tumbler or a standard water bottle in there, and it either doesn't fit or wobbles around dangerously. A cup holder expander inserts into the existing holder and features adjustable rings that accommodate various sizes. Some designs also include an extra slot for your phone. It costs about $10 to $15 and solves a daily frustration that in some cases is genuinely distracting while driving. Number 22. Emergency Escape Tool. This is the one you hope you never need. A combination seatbelt cutter and window breaker is a compact tool that can be mounted on your sun visor or kept in your glove box. In an accident where the seatbelt locks up or the door won't open and the window needs to be broken from the inside, this tool gives you a way out. The spring-loaded window punch models require almost no force to break tempered glass. The Rescue Me tool is one of the most compact and well-reviewed versions available. For something that costs under $15 and could save your your life, there's really no argument against having one. Number 23, heated seat cushion. Your car doesn't have heated seats? There is a cushion for that. A 12V heated seat cushion drapes over your existing seat, plugs into the power outlet, and gives you up to 3 levels of heat in about 5 minutes. For cold climates especially, waiting for your car's heater to actually warm up the cabin can take 5 to 10 minutes, but the seat cushion is direct contact heat that works immediately. Some versions also include a heated back panel. For under $30 in most cases, this is a serious winter comfort upgrade. Number 24, car phone holder for air vent, specifically the ball joint universal vent clip. It clips onto your air vent fins and holds your phone at eye level with a ball joint rotation mechanism, so you can adjust the angle precisely. The best part is no permanent installation, no adhesive on the dashboard, no suction cups to fall off in the heat. The engineering on the better versions means the air vent fins aren't getting damaged and the grip on the phone is secure enough for bumpy roads. Cheap, practical, and widely compatible. Number 25, fuel injector cleaner additive. Not a physical gadget in the traditional sense, but it absolutely belongs on this list. A bottle of fuel injector cleaner, products like Chevron Techron or Lucas Fuel Treatment, is poured directly into your fuel tank and works through the engine as you drive. Over time, fuel injectors accumulate carbon deposits that affect spray pattern and fuel atomization, reducing efficiency and performance. These cleaners dissolve those deposits. For older vehicles especially, running a bottle of fuel injector cleaner every 10,000 to 15,000 miles is a meaningful maintenance step. It's cheap, it requires zero mechanical skill, and the results in fuel economy and smoother running are real.
26. Adjustable headrest mount for tablets. For rear seat passengers on long trips, particularly kids, a headrest mount that securely holds a tablet is a game changer. The mount bolts onto the headrest posts of the front seat and holds the tablet in a protective case or universal cradle at a comfortable viewing angle. Road trips that used to involve constant "are we there yet?" now involve 2 hours of whatever the kid is watching in perfect silence. The dual-screen versions let 2 backseat passengers have separate tablets at the same time. For families, this is one of the most practically impactful purchases on this entire list. 27. Windshield water repellent. Rain-X is the classic product in this category, but the concept extends to several brands and formulations. You apply a hydrophobic coating to your windshield, and it causes water to bead up and roll off at speed rather than sitting on the glass. At highway speeds above about 45 miles per hour, you barely even need your wipers in rain. The water just clears itself. It also helps with morning dew and light mist, and it significantly improves nighttime visibility in wet conditions because there's less light scatter from water on the glass. Application takes about 5 minutes. The effect lasts several months depending on conditions. 28. Rear seat kick protectors. If you have kids, you will understand immediately. These are padded covers that go on the back of your front seats to protect them from being kicked by small feet repeatedly over hundreds of car trips. They're typically made from PVC or Oxford cloth. They wipe clean easily, and they prevent the wear, scuff marks, and dirt transfer that kids' shoes inflict on the back of leather or fabric seats. Many designs also include transparent pockets for tablets or books. Cheap insurance for an expensive interior. 29. Portable car safe. This is for anyone who keeps valuables in their car. A portable car safe is a small lockbox that can be secured to the seatbelt anchor, center console leg, or another fixed point in the vehicle. It's thick enough to resist cutting with ordinary tools and locked with either a combination or a key. Great for keeping a firearm secured in the vehicle, for storing cash or documents when you leave the car, or for rideshare drivers who want a secure place for personal items during trips. Models from brands like Console Vault and Vaults are built specifically for automotive use. 30. LED underglow lights, interior. Not the Fast and Furious exterior kind, interior LED strips that run along the footwells and under the dashboard. These have gotten very sophisticated with the rise of affordable smart LED strips. Modern versions sync to music via a microphone, can be controlled via a phone app, and offer full RGB color options. Beyond aesthetics, footwell lighting genuinely improves cabin visibility at night when you're reaching for something. They typically install with adhesive backing in about 20 minutes and draw minimal power. If you want your interior to feel like you spent more money on the car than you did, this is the most affordable way to do it. Different from a jump starter, this is for people who have cars they don't drive frequently or for maintaining a healthy charge over winter storage. A smart battery maintainer, sometimes called a trickle charger, connects to your car's battery and delivers a small, precisely controlled charge to keep it at optimal voltage without overcharging. Modern units like those from NOCO and Battery Tender use multi-stage charging algorithms that actually condition the battery and can extend its service life. If you have a second car, a classic, or a vehicle that sits for weeks at a time, this is essential. An extra set of car keys hidden somewhere on the vehicle's exterior, a magnetic key holder is a small, weatherproof case with a strong magnet that attaches to the frame, inside a wheel well, or under the bumper. It holds a spare key so that if you ever lock your keys inside the car, you're not calling a locksmith. Keep this one to yourself. The whole point is that only you know it's there. This is one of those items that seems unnecessary for years and then earns its place in a single afternoon. Seatbelts are designed for a range of body sizes, but the shoulder strap can be genuinely uncomfortable for shorter drivers or passengers. It cuts across the neck rather than the shoulder. A seatbelt comfort adjuster clips onto the belt and reroutes the shoulder strap to a more comfortable position across the chest. It's a tiny thing, but for a 2-hour commute, the difference in comfort and the reduction in neck fatigue is real. Note, position these correctly. The belt still needs to cross the chest and shoulder to function properly in a crash. A collapsible trunk organizer divides your boot into sections so the groceries don't roll around. The emergency kit stays in one place, and the jumper cables aren't tangled up with your reusable bags. The better designs have non-slip bottoms so the organizer itself doesn't slide around, and the walls are stiff enough to hold their shape under load. When not needed, they fold flat. For anyone who uses their car for grocery runs, sports equipment, or general hauling, this one brings serious order to a chaotic space. An upgrade on the standard dash cam, some models now offer LTE or Wi-Fi-based cloud backup, meaning footage is continuously uploaded to a cloud storage account and accessible remotely. If someone breaks into your car and takes the camera itself, the footage is already saved to a cloud account. Brands like Vantrue and Garmin offer models with this capability. The ongoing subscription cost is a consideration, but for business vehicles or high-value cars in areas with high theft risk, knowing your footage exists independently of the physical camera is meaningful peace of mind. This one is legitimately important, and almost nobody talks about it. Carbon monoxide can accumulate in a car cabin, particularly in older vehicles or those with exhaust system issues, or if you're stuck in slow-moving traffic inside a tunnel. CO is colorless and odorless, and the symptoms of exposure are easy to attribute to fatigue. A compact 12V carbon monoxide detector plugs into your power outlet and alarms if CO levels reach a dangerous threshold. For under $30, this is a safety device that belongs in every car, and it sees almost no discussion in the mainstream gadget space. The standard sun visor in most cars is too small to actually block low-angle sun during sunrise or sunset driving, which is exactly when visibility is worst and accidents spike. A sun visor extender is a clip-on transparent amber or tinted panel that attaches to the existing visor and significantly increases its coverage area. The tinted versions reduce glare without blocking your full view the way solid opaque material would. It sounds minor, but driving into a low winter sun at 7 a.m. with a visor that actually covers the problem is a noticeably safer experience. Climate control systems in cars recirculate dry air, especially in winter when the heater is running constantly. A mini USB-powered car humidifier adds moisture back into the cabin air. It sits in a cup holder and uses ultrasonic mist generation, drawing from a small water reservoir. For people who find long drives in heated cabins leave them with dry eyes, a scratchy throat, or headaches, this is a direct solution to the actual cause. It also has the secondary benefit of slightly cooling the air it disperses, so it takes some edge off a hot cabin before the AC kicks in fully. Parking in tight spots is a reality of modern life. Door edge guards are thin strips of rubber or stainless steel foam that attach to the edges of your car doors, the leading edge that contacts other car doors in parking lots. They absorb the impact and prevent paint chips and dings on your doors and on the car next to you. They're nearly invisible when installed correctly, and they're designed to match common car trim colors. For anyone who parks in garages or busy urban lots regularly, this is cheap protection for an expensive surface.
This sounds niche until you've had a rodent nest in your engine bay. Mice and rats are attracted to the warmth of a parked vehicle's engine and have developed a particularly modern taste for soy-based wire insulation used by several major automakers. Honda, Toyota, and others have had class action lawsuits over this. An ultrasonic pest repellent plugs into a 12V outlet and emits high-frequency sound waves that are inaudible to humans but deeply unpleasant for rodents. For anyone who parks in a garage near vegetation, in a rural area, or in a building with a known rodent presence, this is worth having. Yes, there are proper chemical solutions. A dedicated windshield de-icer spray, typically an isopropyl alcohol or glycol-based formula, applied to a frozen windshield, cuts through ice in seconds. You spray it on, the ice loosens almost immediately, and you sweep it away. You're not scraping for 5 minutes in the cold while the defroster struggles. Some people make their own version with a 2-to-1 mixture of isopropyl alcohol and water in a spray bottle. It works on the same principle. The store-bought versions often include antifreeze compounds that also prevent refreezing for a period after application.
There you have it, 41 gadgets, every single one of them actually useful. Try a few. Your car will thank you.